Right, good morning again, welcome back to the channel. Off to the cafe again today, but I need some fuel. I think you can probably see there the little fuel light flashing. So off to the petrol station, we'll see you down the road. Well, there we go, £14.60, and we're on full. Yes, we are indeed. Okay, so off we go. Right, the subject I'm going to just tackle this morning very quickly is the one of insurance, because it's coming up to the time where I've had the CL for a year, so that's gone quick. May the 5th is the actual anniversary of when I bought the bike, so it won't be long now. So I've had my insurance renewal through, as we all do, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, especially maybe to viewers of the channel who are younger. I know quite a few of the people who watch are first time riders or younger people, so to them especially, but to all of us, just a reminder, and that is never ever accept your renewal quote, because if you do, you're going to be losing a lot of money. Now, I'll just run through the figures with me, what's just happened. So I had the renewal through. Last year I paid, I think it was around about £150 UK for fully comprehensive insurance on the CL. I had been off motorcycles for 12 months. So I got my renewal through, and they wanted £214, which I thought was quite an increase. I know that insurance has increased, but I thought, I'm not having that. So I went onto one of the compare sites, Go Compare. There are many others are available. So I went onto the compare site, popped in my details, which doesn't take very long at all. It's only basic details I need. And what up comes, the first four are all below £100, and the cheapest £91. Exactly the same cover, 91 instead of 214. So, well, the question is really, I don't know if there's anybody out there who's listening who's worked in insurance, but I'm just intrigued, if you've worked in one of the call centres, of how the whole system works. Look, everyone's out to make some money, I understand that. It's the way capitalism works. But the first thing I'd say, don't whatever you do, get angry with the person on the end of the phone. If you're feeling that you're being cheated a bit, which you probably would do, don't phone somebody up and have a go at them, because it's not their fault. That's number one. So I rang the company back up that I was with, which it was Bennett's Insurance, very big one over here in the UK. And I said, I've just had your quote through 214. I've gone on a comparison site, I can get it for 91. What's going on? And they said, well, let's have a look at it for you, sir, as I do, very politely. And they came up all of a sudden with £120. So they immediately dropped it by the best part of £100. Huge percentage drop. So I thought, I'm going to pursue this a bit further, politely. I said, why is it? Why was it that if you can do it for 120, that you've suddenly found out that that's how much it can be? Why did you send me a quote for 214? Can't believe the roadworks here. What on earth? Anyway, enough of that. Yes, I asked them what their reason was, because obviously they've got a script that they go to, and I thought it'd be interesting to know how they justify this. Not the person I'm speaking to, but the company. and they came back with the a classic sir, well, now the bike is a year old, the value has changed. You are now saying the value is £5,000 rather than £6,000, which it originally was, and thereby that's why the difference, this huge difference in the price of the premium. And I thought, yeah, that's a good one. I didn't pursue it any further, but when I could have done, but I didn't want to argue with the person on the end of the phone, because obviously, as I said, it's not their issue. But that's the reason they gave me. That was the scripted reason, and I thought how ludicrous that is, how utterly ridiculous and it is, because they're not allowed to change the value. That was what they said. But it's not up to us to change the value. It's up to you to give us the value. And I thought, right, so does that work also when I come to make a claim? If I come to make a claim now in the second year, would you just accept that the bike was worth its original value and not devalue it because of its age? No, of course you wouldn't. So of course you're allowed to judge the value of the bike. You're an insurance company. So to say you're not allowed to do that is just absurd, really, to be honest. In a renewal, obviously you have to accept what I tell you, but I didn't tell you. You sent me a renewal and you valued the bike according to you at the same price as it was when it was brand new. Utterly absurd. But as I said, if you work for an insurance company and you've ever done this job, how does it sort of pan out? How does the script pan out? It'd be really interesting to know. But it's just a warning, just a reminder really to people, especially youngsters, because the figures that I've just given, let's say roughly £100 saving, you can put a nought on that if you're young and you're on a 125. It's your first bike. You know, the insurance premiums are extraordinary, incredibly expensive. So you can save yourself an absolute fortune. And I imagine exactly the same situation would arise if you're talking about a youngster on a 125. The renewal will be absurdly expensive compared to if you try and get a fresh quote. So that was my main point I wanted to make, just a reminder, never accept the renewals. But I would be interested to know, as I said, if you work in the industry, how this works. What's the atmosphere like in the call centre? Is it sort of accepted that you're sort of being dishonest in a way? A lie is a big thing to say, isn't it? But basically it is a lie that they told, the fact that they weren't allowed to change the value of the vehicle, that they had to go on the value of it when it was new, even though now it's a year old, and then just quote on that basis. To me, that is just nonsense, absolute nonsense. Well, weather report for today, it's I did say summer has come in the last video, which it has. It's officially, we're in British summertime. The clocks have gone back, but I tell you what, it's still seriously nippy. It's about 8 degrees today. I'll be honest, it feels colder than that. So the good news is that it's test ride weather, at least. And tomorrow, which is my day off, I'm going to book a ride on the Suzuki GSX 8S. Quite fancy having a go on one of those, so I'm going to try and fit that in tomorrow, weather permitting. That'll be interesting. If you remember on my video where we went to the Triumph factory, I test rode a Tiger Sport 660, and one thing I did say is that it just rammed home the thing that I always go on about. I should know, but because I'm always going on about it, but the importance of having a test ride and not assuming a bike will fit you, will suit you, just don't do it. You can't tell by just sitting on them. You need to ride them. It's pretty obvious, but so many people don't actually do that. So I'm just sort of sticking to my own little mantra there, and I'm going to go and test ride the 8S just to see what that's like. I'll either love it or I'll hate it. I'm waiting for that bike that grabs me and says, "You've got to buy me. This is the one." Who knows? Could be that one. I will film that one. As you know, I failed to catch the film on the ride of the Tiger. All a bit of a mess of a day, really. The guy came to me and said, "Should we get you out on this now then?" After at first saying to me, "Yeah, I'm just too busy, I just can't get you out on it. You're more than welcome to come back in the week." And he then suddenly came to me, because I was hanging around waiting for Markham on his test ride. He said, "Yep, we'll get you out on it." So it was all a bit rushed, and I failed to switch the camera on. Completely my fault. No excuse. So there you go. If you have ever worked in the insurance industry, if you've actually been that person on the end of the phone in one of the call centres, I'd be really interested to hear the way it works, because I've no doubt you've got a script that you go to. Or is that being a bit conspiratorial? Is it more just that you're trained in what to say? I don't know, but I'd like to know. Wow, I had my summer gloves on recently, and I've put my mid-rangey old gloves on here. It's a good job I did, because I'm feeling it even with these on this short ride. Really, the wind chill factor is really cold today. But no doubt we'll be sat outside again in the sunshine, which is absolutely fantastic. I've got to say, I hate having to sit inside the cafe. I so much want to be outside with the bikes, seeing all the comings and goings. I was here on a few days ago, and it was absolutely rammed. Most I've seen since last summer. So here we are again. Many thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. Oh, look what we've got there. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, my favourite bike. My favourite car. What a stunner that is. Oh my gosh. And Steve's here as well. So that is all from me. If I can get the side stand down, which I just have. Look at that. What an absolute beauty. There's something about these cars that I absolutely love, especially in that gunmetal metallic. Right, that's all from me. I'll see you again next time. Thanks for being with me. Bye for now.